Hey there! Welcome to Jackie Talks Horror. I'm Jackie, and today I'm going to be giving a spoiler-free rundown of 5 of my favourite South Korean horror movies, with an honourable mention. These aren't full reviews, just insight into why I love them so much and why I would recommend them. They are in release date order, starting from the newest and finishing with the oldest. I'll put links to the trailers for them in the description below. Okay, so first up we have Exhuma from 2024. This film may have recency bias as it's the one I watched most recently. Exhuma is a gripping 2-hour 15-minute supernatural horror film that blends Korean folklore and shamanic rituals with a slow-burning sense of dread. The film is rich in atmosphere, featuring stunning yet unsettling visuals that perfectly enhance its eerie tone and amplifies the tension in the scenes. The story was so intriguing and I just could not stop watching it, as it made me want to learn more about the lore. Unlike many Western horror films, Exhuma offers up very little explanation to events, so you have to pay close attention to fully grasp what's happening, with a shift in direction in the second half that adds a layer of mystery, making it more than just your standard horror film. I love the acting in this, and the characters are so well written with plenty of chemistry between the cast, making it easy to become emotionally invested in their stories. And it was especially great to see Choi Min-sik from Oldboy and I Saw the Devil. Spoiler alert, they are elsewhere on this list. While not in the lead, he brings a strong presence and a quiet humbleness to his character, which I always love seeing on the screen. So next up is Train to Busan from 2016. At just under 2 hours, Train to Busan keeps you fully engaged with its well-written characters and relentless pace. It delivers an action-packed, emotional rollercoaster of a zombie film that has everything you want: great acting, sharp writing, and realistic zombies, brought to life through choreography and makeup rather than heavy CGI. Gong Ji-chul, better known as Gong Yoo, delivers a standout performance. I've also seen him in the Squid Game as a recruiter, and his character's journey here is gripping from start to finish. The film ramps up tension using confined locations and intense sequences, during which you see people going through all the emotions and ranges of survival instinct, and you see a mixture of selfish and unselfish people, and how some switch under pressure. And you end up wondering who is the real evil here. The emotional depth of the characters sets it apart from typical zombie films, making each loss feel significant, and for the characters alone, it's worth a watch. And now we come to The Wailing from 2016. At 2 hours and 36 minutes, it's the longest film on the list, but as long as the film's runtime is, it lingers in your mind even longer after it ends. And this movie thrives on multiple viewings, as it carries a great subtext for you to think over. The acting's really great, especially Jun Kinemura, who I've also seen in Kill Bill and Ichi the Killer. Jun plays a mysterious Japanese stranger, giving us a performance filled with menace that steals every scene he's in, adding to the atmosphere. And Chun Woo-hee as a mysterious girl, these two stand out for me in this. The Wailing shifts genres throughout its runtime, which adds to its unsettling and unpredictable nature. It starts as a mystery thriller, following a strange disease outbreak in a small village. As suspicion and paranoia build, it leads into a psychological horror, creating tension and making the audience question what is real. What sets The Wailing apart is its unique approach to horror. There are almost no jump scares. Instead, the viewers are immersed in a story rich with mystery, extravagant and compelling shamanic rituals, complex characters, and dark atmosphere with well-designed blood-chilling horror scenes, including impressive infected attacks. The film also balances humour, offering momentary relief while maintaining a gripping sense of horror, making it a film truly worth watching. Next up is I Saw the Devil 2010. On its surface, I Saw the Devil is a revenge story. Lee, a government agent run by Choi, sets off on an unrelenting quest for vengeance, but what sets it apart is how it refuses to follow a simple good versus evil formula, and the film wastes no time in telling you what kind of film you're watching. The two leads are Lee Byung-hun, who was in Squid Game as the frontman, and Terminator Genesis as Government Minister Soo-hyun, and getting his second mention on this list, Choi Min-sik from Exhuma earlier on this list, and Oldboy later on this list, playing serial killer and more, Kyung-chul. The acting is brilliant with these two, and the characters are well written so that the difference between the characters is marked, as we get the crisp, clear and stoic Lee, and the more gritty, disturbing and madly expressive Choi. The cinematography cuts between beautiful images and dimly lit scenes for the grisly and gritty scenes. Overall, the film is very disturbing and not for the squeamish, but you can understand and empathise with the protagonist, right up to where he crosses the line. But what I love about this film is, it doesn't tell you if and when the protagonist goes too far. It leaves that judgment up to you. Okay, so now we come to Oldboy from 2003. While it's not a traditional horror film, its deeply unsettling nature and psychological intensity make it a fitting entry. Plus, I just love a chance to tell people about this film. It's a completely original South Korean psychological thriller that manages to be both shocking and darkly amusing. Oh Dae-soo, a bit of a deadbeat drunk, expertly played by Choi Min-sik in his most iconic role, is kidnapped and imprisoned in a hotel-like room for 15 years without being given a reason. Once released, he sets out to try and find the person that did it. The film has a great story that unfolds in a leisurely way, each piece adding something more and leaves you wanting answers almost as much as Oh Dae-soo, and you get even more eager to stick with him until his journey's end. The acting is fantastic all around, characters are believable, the cinematography is great with lots of vivid colours, and the music is excellent. But the plot is where Oldboy differs from the normal. The film doesn't shy away from shocking moments, and there's a legendary hallway fight scene shot in one single take. The film will have you squirming in your seat at times, but the display of raw emotion on the screen will keep you watching, and it just keeps getting better every time I watch it. Well, that's it for the 5 South Korean horror films, but before I sign off, I can't resist shouting out one more gem, one of South Korea's most beautifully crafted psychological horror films, A Tale of Two Sisters from 2003. It's a slow-burning film that blends psychological terror with supernatural horror. Directed by Kim Ji-won, this film follows two sisters, Soo-mi and Soo-yeon, and their family after Soo-mi returns home after staying in a mental institution. As they struggle to readjust, they face their cold and abusive stepmother and begin to experience disturbing and inexplicable events at their home. What sets The Tale of Two Sisters apart is its unreliable narration, haunting cinematography, and a story that slowly unravels, leading to an unforgettable and tragic conclusion. The film is filled with tension, stunning visuals, and a deep emotional core, making it one of the most haunting and rewatchable South Korean horror films. So that's all for this video. What do you think of my list? Do you have some favourite South Korean horror films you think I should watch? Do leave your comments down below, but remember to be respectful, and remember this is only my opinion of these films and my favourites list. It would be a boring world if we all liked the same things. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more horror content. You won't want to miss what's coming next on this channel. This is Jackie signing off. Take care and see you next time.